Oh, there we go. My bad. Well, put your climate in the chat. I don't know if y'all heard that part, but I already asked that. Put your climate in the chat. Put your climate in the chat. Put your climate in the chat. Okay, that makes sense. So one of the things I had asked y'all was at this point in time in the year, after y'all drop y'all climate, when I know you seen my message, don't wake up tomorrow and be removed from everything. Put your climate in the chat. Put your climate in the chat. Your climate in the chat. But at this point in time in the year, what is a lot of people going through? It's kind of like the last stretch of it. Climate. Yeah, your climate is described on how you feel and how you doing based on weather. Yeah. Seasonal depression. You get what I'm saying? Seasonal depression. Now listen, that means that if you're here today, uh your energy is required of you, okay? Your energy is required of you, meaning I want you to have the best representation of good energy as possible. And if y'all do that, then this encouragement call, which is kind of like a special with me and Josie, is going to be, I mean, 10 times beneficial. Y'all already know it'd be good. But we thought of something for the night that was like really dope to do. And I was like, yeah, this gonna be nice. This gonna be nice. I'm really ready to get into it. So let me make sure Josie's ready. And what we gonna do, y'all, we're gonna do a back and forth and we're gonna make it like a conversation, right? But we're gonna do a back and forth. First, I'm gonna do the climate of digital marketing. Who know what a climate is? Put it in the chat. The business term of climate. I know I asked y'all to put your climate in the chat, but the business term of climate, who knows what that means? Who knows what that is and what that means? Hmm. Now that's the climate I asked you for. I mean the other business term of climate, not climate forecast. I'm tripping. That's my bad. What's your forecast? The forecast. The forecast. My bad. That's right. We do climate. What's forecast? Who know? What's projected to happen? That's right. That's right, Angela. What's projected to happen? Yeah. So we're gonna do a little bit of forecasting, and we're gonna do the we're gonna do man first the first 10 things. Because once again, I was saying the other day on my live, there's a gap. Uh there's a gap. There's a gap. And the gap is when you get into this thing, what are your first 10 things to do? You get what I'm saying? Of course, we know there are so many things. Shout out to all my Be Like people. I seen y'all came in representing. Uh, but there's so many people who and what it be like people understand what you do pretty much to kind of be successful. But I want to really discuss if you as a person starting straight off the rip, what would the first thing was that you needed to know? And then we're gonna go from that from 1 through 10. And I'm gonna note these, and y'all know it might end up as a freebie somewhere, it may end up as a project, but oh well, I can throw this little announcement in there. Some of these that we do will be new modules inside of BPU How to Sell because we're remaking it. I am remaking it. We're going to finalize adding in our new calls, like the encouragement call and all of those things. So, like we have Shanae coming up with an email call. We're going to have the co-working call that are led by the seniors, all type of good stuff. I'm talking about shebang. We're going to have all that good stuff. And the price is going to be $300. So you might well prepare yourself. Price is going to be $300. So the good thing is you already paid for it. So you're already in there. But we're going to go ahead and set it in that market with the other products. And cool fact, and I'll say this, and then I'll talk to Josie and we'll get going. It's going to have a guide. So when you come into it, it's going to have a guide. The guide is going to literally tell you the first video you see is going to be me right here telling you, hey, this guy got 12 steps to it. Go through all of them. If you have already started, as you go through these, if you don't have this quote unquote level of success, guess what? Whatever's wrong, and it's gonna have a list of what's wrong. When you, if this part ain't happening, go back to that module. How many of y'all like that? Because sometimes it's one thing in the whole thing that ain't working for you. And you about to throw away the whole thing when your thing is you ain't got no engagement. So you be like, man, I get sales, but I don't never go over 10. Well, you ain't engaging, so you ain't getting no new people. So all of that, right? But we gonna go through the first 10 today. So Josie, what's trappening?
Hey y'all. Hey, long time no see.
Yes, yes, yes. How you feeling today?
I feel good. I feel really good. So I'm
Mhm.
excited to be here. I'm definitely happy to be here with you guys. And I'm excited about this topic. I think this topic is going to be dope. A lot of people definitely need this type of breakdown for sure, for sure. I don't know if you guys seen, but I did just drop a new guide and it's basically in the gist of what we're going to talk about today. So it's perfect timing. Seriously, it's perfect timing. Hey
Mhm.
guys.
Okay. So let's get ready. So everybody put ready in the chat if you're ready. Put ready in the chat if you're ready. And I want y'all to chime in on these. And then, of course, we're going to go straight through them. So as we get to like the question part, we'll let y'all be able to speak on them and ask questions about them. The thing most people don't do well is ask questions when you already paid to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So you might, so I'd be
Take
like,
advantage.
get your money. Money.
Yes, take advantage.
Mm-hmm.
For show, for show. That's what we're here for, guys.
Nope. All right. So Josie, I'm gonna let you do number one. So if you was a brand new person
Mm-hmm.
off the street, you ain't never heard about digital marketing, a digital product, none of that. But you get exposed to it, however, you watch a live, you see a video, whatever. I just learned it do make a difference what you saw, but we go keep
It
going.
definitely does.
It do make what you see first, and that's something that we can notate right there because that's a
Hmm.
thought. I don't know what we gonna do about that thought, but it do make a difference in who you find first. So, but your first thing, what would you say would be your first thing, Josie? Your very first thing that would be like, okay, I need to start and I need to do this first. What would it be?
I'm going to tell you right now, and I know from experience where I had messed up, and I see a lot of new people messing up at, is they buy these courses or these guides with the intent to resell it. And they don't take the time to sit down and go through it and actually learn and implement what is inside of these courses. So if I were to really do it all over again, I would take my time. Don't rush. Go through the modules that's offered inside of whatever guide or course and implement exactly what it is that they're teaching you. I think a lot of people end up getting discouraged with, okay, I see so and so has this type of course and they're making X amount of dollars. I'm going to buy that course and go boom, put it in my store ASAP and I'm going to start flipping it. It doesn't work that way. And I think a lot of people don't take the time to really learn what it is that they're actually buying. So, how can you sit here and sell something to someone else when you don't even know what it is that you bought? You don't know what you have until you go through it, you can implement it, and you can actually show people the results. Talk about what your experiences were, you know, be the real life walking portion of that course because I see it all too many times, way too many times. People buy it with the intent to, just resell it and not actually taking into account that you have to actually implement what it is that's inside of these courses or these guides.
Questions, and the answer to your questions is in the course you already bought. You
Hello.
6 weeks running around with the same question.
Mm, mm,
It,
mm.
How you 6 weeks in with the same question? And
I
I'm over
see it
here
a
like,
lot. Mm-hmm.
dang, it's what you bought. You know that, huh? But
Mm-hmm.
okay, so I like that. So I mark that as number one would be learn. And I put an emphasis on take time to learn. And
Yes.
like we say, I feel like all I don't know of too many products that won't teach you at least a good little bit. You may not learn everything, and we've all learned that, like you get exposed to different things, but there is a information overload as well. So
Mm-hmm.
if you took the one that you had in the first place, that would be great. You get what I'm saying? That would be great. Okay. Okay. All right. Y'all ready for number two? Y'all ready for number two? So number two, to me, really practical step. If I'm already taking time to learn, my number two thing would be research.
Mm-hmm.
Research. And that's because if what I got, if because the product I got may be niche down, which is dope too. But if I'm like, okay, I want to start doing digital marketing, I want to be a seller one way or another. What do I how do I do this though?
Mm-hmm.
Because learning can give you a lot of what, right? It can give you a lot of what. But for me to start even getting into some hows, I got to implement it. So, and this works in every area. If it's, oh, I need to make content, I need to research what type of content works for my niche or for this type of product. You know what I'm saying? That's like if everybody posts t-shirt content a certain way and you've already seen this work, you go out there and do the opposite, you fighting against yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you ain't do no research on, how this go or how that goes, stuff like that. So you want to do your research. You want to learn. And the thing I would put next to this, research is your learning the do's and the don'ts.
Yep.
Because I feel like in the product, you might not know the don'ts. I'm probably one of the only people put I might got more don'ts in BPU how to sell than do's. Nigga, don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
At least the first module is 15 in a row. Before I get to a do, I was shooting and you had
Yep.
to what the YNs be saying, I had to switch on it. I had to switch on it of don'ts. So
Yep.
number two for me would be research. So we got number one is learn and go through the product, take that time to learn it. Number two, research, go out there in the world and find out you some do's and don'ts. Okay. So Josie, what would you say would be number three?
Listen, it's gonna come back to what we always talk about inside of BPU and Beat Life, right? We gotta learn, then we gotta activate, right? So we gotta take the time and really start implementing what we had learned. So once you took the initiative to really go through the modules, pick up on, it could be one specific module that you want to focus on, like searchability, or really getting a hold of your analytics, or what type of content you want to put out there, and really mastering that module, okay? Activating what exactly it is that you learned. I'm telling you guys, I promise you, when you take the time to learn it and you start to implement or activate what it is that you're learning, this makes the process so much easier. So much easier. I've been in this space, it's going to be 7 months now. And let me tell you, I probably started really implementing this stuff maybe like my fifth month, fourth or fifth month, right? It took me a little bit, right? But that's the part of the learning process. Okay. Some people learn quicker than others. Some people, are more hands-on and they're implementing what they're learning. Some people are more visual and they're able to catch up on things a little bit more quicker. But once you learn what you got to learn and you start activating what it is that you learned, the process is a breeze. Although this journey can have some ups and downs, nothing is perfect, but that's the beauty of being in this space and learning. Because the more you learn, the more you grow, and the more you can activate what it is that you're learning.
I like it. I like it. So our number one is learn. Number two is research. We got number three as activate. All right. Patrice got a question. Go ahead and ask your question, Patrice.
Okay,
If you got the
so
first.
I am one of those people that purchased, when I first seen about digital marketing, I'm the one who purchased because they were like, "Yeah, come resell. Yeah, you get your money in it more."
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know about the back end like you were speaking about. Of learning everything first. So now I have all these products in my store, and I'm stuck now. Like I don't know which way to go. Like I don't know where should I start to learn because I have all these products now. And then after I bought a few products, I met Mr. Coach Matt. And I'm like, oh, this who I should have been with all along. Probably started with because I don't know, But
Mm-hmm.
now it's like I'm too far in the game. And I got all these products, and now I'm wondering where should I start? Should I start where I'm
Mhm.
at right now instead of? I'm confused.
Okay.
Like my
So
mind
number
is.
4 is gonna be perfect for you. So
Ugh,
that's a great question right in here. So I'm gonna
That
go
was
into number
good.
4, and that's gonna answer your question. Okay.
okay.
So number 4, y'all, if you're in a place where you learn, you've been researching, or you may have to go back and research. Okay, you need to activate it. Some of y'all like, okay, I need to go and activate it. And I would even put in activation at a number 3 spot. Try it out. Try it out. Now, 3 and 4, matter of fact, I would say next 5 of these kind of go together all in one. So don't look at it as if I did this one and didn't do that one. Either way it go, when you do it, it go work. Number 4 would be to pick a niche.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pick a niche, because picking a niche, this is how I want y'all to see it. If you pick a niche, you're deciding, if I'm a product, what aisle do I go on?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like if we in Walmart, if I heard about you or if I want to look for you, I can't find you. You ain't on no aisle. You get what I'm saying? And then if you a type of product that I want to buy, like if you soap, you ain't got no business being over there by the clothes. You get what I'm saying? Like, because now I'm over here, I get deodorant, I get toothpaste. Hey, what a soap at? Oh, it's on the back side over there behind the socks.
Yep. You
What
ain't
sense that
walking
make?
on there.
Right. Now I got you. You got to see me way over here. I was
Mm-hmm.
getting everything I needed for the bathroom. And here I am now. I gotta go. I gotta go across the stove over here by the socks. I don't even need no socks today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how y'all are when you don't have a niche. You get what I'm saying? You don't have a niche. You don't have, and I know some people be like, I think I'm talented enough to for me to be the niche. You're not. I just you're not, unless you can prove to me otherwise. You like we you not. I promise
Mm-hmm.
you. I promise. If you are, we've already found out that you was. And get what? Still along that line, you gotta eventually go into a niche. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're not Prince. You get what I'm saying? You can't come out here and listen. Whatever I put out, they go buy. Okay, let's see how that turn out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if, like I say, if that worked, that been working. And let me give y'all a practical thing of how we know that. If that worked, that been working your whole life. Like we know it already. You know that already. Your mama, the people in your city. If you one of them people, everybody is somebody. But if you ain't one of them people in your city where you got to draw, where people just draw to you like crazy, you gotta fit somewhere. And
Mm-hmm.
even that can be a curse when you that talented, but you don't fit nowhere, because once we get tired of you, once again, we don't know where to look for you at. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it's like, we don't really know where to get that. Or it's too easy to throw away. You get what I'm saying? Because it only had one purpose. Side note, Josie, you know a product that came out that I felt like that about?
What?
The shake weight.
This-
Because I
I
felt
forgot
like
about that.
it didn't really, like, they never specified who it was for or
Mm-hmm.
like what muscles that it helped. You just knew
Mm-hmm.
that joint shook you. That's all you knew. You get what I'm saying? So you was like, what does this joint work? My arms, like chest, brain, because I'm
Yep.
shaking. I'm over here practicing for Parkinson's. The way I'm shaking this joint up. They never really told
Right.
us.
Right.
Never really told us though, like the Bowflex, we knew resistance,
Yep.
strength training, build muscle, like anything else that came out. But during that era of TV sales, the doggone shake weight, um, uh, The doggone shake weight
Amanda said she
was
bought it though.
like, I don't know.
Did it work?
Dude, we don't know. We don't know what it was working. And that's exactly it. You don't know if it worked. Your hands might have got strong as all get out.
Listen.
But you don't know because you just knew that junk shook you. That's it. Shout out to the shake weight people, boy. They made some money because I had one. I had one.
Yeah, that's a fact. You look crazy using it. You absolutely do. You
Yeah, it took
absolutely
you.
do.
That probably what killed it, folks. Somebody finally looked in the mirror with it one day and was like, you know what? I see what this working out, and I ain't really trying. You know, all it took was do it with somebody else. Okay, we going to number
Oh my
5.
God. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. What you got for 5, Josie?
Oh, that's a good one. All right. So after niche, I think that a lot of people end up struggling with once they find their niche, what exactly is needed in that niche? Where can they fill that gap, right? What solution can they provide for a problem that is within that niche? And I think the only way that you can really truly find a gap of some sort or an issue of some sort is engaging. You have to be able to engage with your audience to see exactly, you know, what people are looking for. What are conversations about? I feel like the more that you converse and you're out there, especially in the social media world, the more conversations you start engaging with, you'll get to see a lot more. For example, I'm very heavy on threads. If anybody knows that about me, I am heavy on threads. Okay. I love myself some threads. And one thing that I have noticed on threads is that there is a lot of unethical and um is the word immoral is an immoral word. Anyway, so there's a lot of unethical practices out here in this space, you guys.
Heavy on threads.
Heavy on threads, okay? A lot of unethical practices out here. So what I've noticed too is that a lot of people are not very confident in this space either. Okay. And that's where I kind of came in and I'm like, you know what? We have to start building each other up more because a lot of people tend to tear each other down in this space. There's courses that are, comparing against one another, community members are going against one another. And it's like, guys, the way that you guys are going about things it's not business like, it's not professional. Take this as a business, you guys, okay? How you're interacting with other people, how you're really carrying yourself, okay? As a broad and especially within your niche, it's very, very important. So just engaging with your audience, seeing exactly what it is, what gaps need to be filled, what solutions need to be provided. I think that engagement is very important when it comes to finding out what your audience needs. I hope that makes sense.
I like that. I pieced that together in really 3s. Find a need, the problem, and the gap.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Find a need, a problem, and a gap, which matches your niche.
Yes.
And I think, you know what I just thought about what you saying that? That's so good, Josie. If you don't have a niche, you will pick a need, a problem, and a gap that you don't know how to solve because it don't match no niche.
Yep.
And the problem, so like for instance, I really don't think nobody thought about business wise what the marketing of you want to quit your job, you need extra money. What business niche that fit into until the summer? And I told people, y'all know the only business that use that marketing is loan places.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it, y'all. In your city, and everybody got a sign or a window or a promotion. What is the only business that would say need cash? And it's really only 2 of them. Now that I think about it, one of them is a loan place. Guess what the other one is? We got a love-hate relationship with it. A pawn shop.
Yep.
The only 2 places in the window it say need cash. And the thing about it, y'all, the thing that we don't understand is that if you do the business, it lead to money anyway. That's why it looks like, oh man, like he make a lot of sense. Like you like once again, you can get it off by saying that, oh, you get in this, you're gonna make money. But is the sale sticks with the marketing way better when it's attached to a niche and it has a theme to go along with it. You get what I'm saying? Josie, listen, at any time, Josie can go talk to people from the car industry because she's in the car. She's a car enthusiast. Now she stands out as the niche of inspiration. But what's the problem she saw? People who need to be inspired. You get what I'm saying? I allow the encouragement call. I allow her no name, Josie Inspires. So y'all see how that fit? Did that help? Did that super help anybody tonight? Like everything start making sense. Like it's with 4 and 5 once you put them two together. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
So if I had to do one for number 6, and we're gonna go back through them again, learn, which is taking your time to learn. Okay, I got to figure out exactly what this is. Can I explain it to people? Research, learning the do's and don'ts. So let me look out here and see what this looks like. Activating it, you got to implement what you learn. You got to pick a niche, which is where can I be found at? Okay, I'm in my spot. 5 is find a need, a problem, or a gap to fill. This will help you with your topic, and it'll help you. I always got a topic, and think about that. Number 6 is, y'all, you got to start creating content. You got to start creating content. So 6 would be content. Because once I find a need, I'm like, okay, I need to start getting, and you create content. This is good, y'all, that we doing this. Because a lot of people think I need to create content to sell. Your first piece of content is to get exposure. It's called promotion for a reason, y'all. It's called promotion for a reason. And this is why we discuss it in TV show commercial. Because I don't want to be advertised about something the very first time that I hear about it. Most of that stuff don't stick, y'all. The stuff that is advertised, like we know all the stuff for something. Like, think about something. We didn't talk, we just talked about the shake weight. We talked about how we all knew about it. Of course, we knew there was a commercial out about it, but what was the rest of the conversation? How it looked when you was using it, the fact that you didn't know why you used it. Same thing with Bowflex. Yep. You get what I'm saying? We knew that it was out there. But and even that stuff, if it doesn't have a relevancy to it, is because there's nothing relevant that was tied to it. The stuff and the people you forget about had no impact on your life. I want to say that again. Even if you spent money towards it, the stuff and the people you forget about had no impact. I'm finna prove it to y'all. As kids, at some point, you ate breakfast a lot at school. The only one we all remember is the breakfast pizza. The rectangle ones. Them joints was busting. Them joints was out of control good. Like, how many of y'all, you instantly just got a feeling when I said that? You was like, you didn't understand why it was so good. I still, to this day, was like, how's the breakfast pizza this much better than lunch pizza? Lunch pizza suck. I used to be like, pulling the Domino's, Papa John's.
Like, Junior, you can't be walking and trying to hold the daggone phone.
Pizza Hut. But we literally, we didn't know. Like, we was like, oh, like, man, like, how is this good, right? You get what I'm saying? Y'all, there are cereals we don't remember, but we know what it was like to eat Cap'n Crunch. You get what I'm saying? And then y'all got to understand, different ones made different impact. Like, we knew about Cap'n Crunch. How many of y'all ate King Crunch, though? You had to be on week to know what I'm talking about.
I don't remember no cake.
You don't know about that? Mean you had a good childhood, Josie. That mean that your people, they made quite enough money. Because all of us who know about King Vitamin, that was it. King Vitamin with the real, no cartoon on it, a real live heavyset white man in a king costume with a crown on, looked like he got it from Party City on the box. I kid you not, Josie. Like, they was like, we not editing this. We not animating them. We not putting the cartoon. Bro said, hey, what we putting on the cover? Is it King Vitamin? Okay, take me a picture, put it on the cover. Bro worked by himself. That's how it felt. So you ain't never had that, huh?
Mm-mm.
Hey, they didn't
It
have as
sounds like a
much.
good time though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, it ain't have as much sugar as Captain Crunch, but it was just right. It was just right. Am I right, y'all? It ain't have Captain Crunch. By the time you got the Cap, and you might have wasn't on the Captain Crunch because it was this a lot of more sugar than King Vitamin. But King Vitamin was just right. Like it was in between that and cornflakes, you could do it because cornflakes without the frosting,
Just
you
put the
you you
sugar.
right, but that sugar in the milk still didn't stick like how Tony stick. Tony Frosted Flakes, it stuck way better
Supposed to
than
scoop it from the bottom, coach, from the bottom, so you get the sugar with the flakes.
then you got too much sugar. And hey man, pass me a bottle of water real quick. So somebody wonder why you drinking water with your
With your cereal.
all that sugar. It's all that sugar you done ate with it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all see how all that stuff has memories to us.
Mhm.
If you just a person in your content and we don't know nothing about you, we don't know why, we don't know who, we don't know what. Even if I buy from you, you real easy to forget because I didn't know enough about you.
Mhm.
It's people y'all undated you don't remember. You get what I'm saying? My growing up, short story, we gonna go to number 7. Josie, my sister had a friend that dated a dude. I never found out who this dude was. But you know what his name was?
What?
1 week.
1 week?
Yeah, because that's how long he lasted.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a kid, so it took me forever to figure out why they call him 1 week. Because
Hmm.
they just used to say it. Oh, who you talking about? 1 week?
She said
Like,
better than 1 minute.
yeah, well, you know, yeah, 1 week was a lot more PG. Yeah. She said we do those experience names. Yeah,
Yep.
like so if bro didn't even have a name. Like, and what's crazy, when I asked my sister years later what was 1 week real name, she does not know.
One
She was
week.
like, I don't remember. She said, all I knew was we called him 1 week. And that's
That's
what
tough.
it was. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So like don't y'all create content that fits your niche so you ain't gotta be no 1 week.
Please. That was
Once
his
upon a time.
niche. They said that was his niche. Annette said that was his niche.
What a niche. All right. Number 7, Josie. Number 7.
So I think circling back, it definitely has to do with the engagement part too. So when you're creating your content, right? I think a lot of people overlook the fact that once they post their content and they have people engaging in the content, they forget or they have people commenting on that content, that reel, that story, that post, whatever it is that you got putting out there. People, I there's plenty of times that I've seen videos and TikToks and people, leaving comments and stuff like that, and the creator is just not replying back. Just not replying back. And I can't tell you the amount of times that I've seen other creators jump in and answer some questions that somebody may have or provide some insight on something that they may be discussing. And guess where those people now go? Right to that other person that was engaging with them. Right. So now that person is nurturing that audience. I think that's exactly the word that we should use for this is nurture your audience. Right. So you have to be able to speak with the people that you're creating this content for, talk to your audience, let them know what it is that, answer any questions that they may have, you know, chit chat with them because the more you engage, the more you grow, you guys. Okay. Engagement is the key to growth here. It's not only your content that you're posting, but it's how you're putting yourself out there when it comes to interacting with the people that you're putting this content out there for. Don't just post and then think that, oh, my account is going to grow to the thousands and I'm going to get hundreds of views and thousands of views when you're really not. It doesn't stop there. You have to still put in the work. There's more to it than just creating this content after you find your niche. Talk to your people. Your people are out there. They're looking for answers. And if you're not providing those answers to the questions that they have, they are not going to interact with you. They're going to go find somebody else to interact with. So make sure you are nurturing your audience. That's very important.
I love it, Josie. I love it. So I mark that one as engagement / build and nurture your audience.
Yes.
Talk and discuss with your people, reply to comments. Also, y'all start comments. Because I can't stand when we talk about engagement and y'all be like, oh, ain't nobody commenting. You can profile. Go on out there and start talking to people. But just like what she said, mess around and have a real good post. And you ain't in them comments, especially on threads. They coming, I'm coming. You get what I'm saying?
Big time.
You listen, don't leave them folk just in there. You better answer that question because if it just left there and they got the little date by and they say it been 4-5 days, oh, that free game. And then listen, these folk looking for help.
Listen.
You get what I'm saying?
Plenty of times it's happened. Plenty of times. I can't tell you guys, especially on threads, how many times I've seen people post something, ask the questions, and nobody's answering them. And the minute that I jump in and I'm providing any tips, any answers that they're looking for, my following starts growing, my views start growing. People are looking for that type of attention. Okay. Even if it's just a little bit of encouragement. I think on one of my threads, I had replied to somebody just saying congratulations to them. That's awesome. That thread alone has over 1,500 views.
Yeah.
Just that alone has over 1,500 views. So it's very important to engage, interact, speak with people. You're on social media. Social media is for you to be social.
And I think most people have been ghosted. Like, especially, I feel like there's different type of digital marketers, different places in a way. But I know on threads, I think that's where we've gotten the best of that research from. Most of the people I've ever met on threads who say they are digital marketers, they say, I don't even know what a person is who's so like gone, like as if they didn't exist no more. So the engagement will get you a lot of sales just based off that alone. I try to tell people with being coached by me and being in B Life alone, and Josie, like you are an amazing example of this. At the moment that you coached alone, you know more than the rest of the people. You instantly know more because some of them they've never even been given a guide. Like lack of access make a big difference, y'all. In the internet, in some ways, have made us forget that. But like lacking access is a real thing. Like that exists out here. There's people who do the same thing you do, but get more because they know more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they can ask somebody a question that you can't ask. So I love that. Engagement, build your audience, nurture your audience. Build your audience, nurture your audience. Be the person who, always go back to talk to them. And I love that. I love that. So 1, learn. 2, research. 3, activate. 4, pick a niche. 5, find a need, a problem, or a gap. 6 is content. 7 is engagement. If I had to do 8, right after engagement, I would say the thing you need in this. And dang, I purposely was like, I'm gonna make sure build and nurture your audiences in engagement because I know what I want 10 to be. I already know what I want 10 to be, but I may have to put it at 8 just because. Oh yeah, because we can still do 9 and 10 after this one because there's some people who need to know what to do after that. After y'all have done all this, after you've learned it, researched, activated, picked the niche, find the niche, you got content and you got engagement. The next thing that you need, y'all, is a coach, a mentor, and a community. And I'm gonna put them all in 3 because they different. And my breakdown is gonna be them 3 because it is stuff you got to do after that. So this actually is a good place for that. And I'm gonna break down to you why the 3 can be different. A coach, a mentor, and a community. Because a lot of y'all don't understand the benefits of this. Like, and literally you can see it, but you don't understand the benefits of it. So number 1, you get a coach because y'all So some reason, some of y'all look at a coach outside of what the term actually is, a coach. So think about football. Tom Brady didn't win championships by himself. He has the most Super Bowls out of any player. You know what matches? His coach, who also has, short of one, the most amount of Super Bowls as a coach. He only got one person to pass. You get what I'm saying? Well, actually, he got the most Super Bowls. He got one person to pass for the most wins. But that matches because great players got great coaches. Okay, great players got great coaches. You need somebody to do the stuff. You need somebody to see what you can't see. That's what a coach is for. A lot of y'all, you may feel like it's just credit. No, the coach's job. Now they got to be doing their job. So they can't just be a great marketer. And this is the problem in today's era. We'll see a person's marketing, but we don't know what a great coach is. So we don't know if that's the person we should be with. Your number one thing a great coach do is you go find them coaching. Everybody who's coached by me, their first experience wasn't me coaching them, not likely. They saw me coach. Because even on my live, I tell them all the time, as I'm talking to you, I'm marketing me being a coach so that you know when you pay me what you pay for. Because you know on the live, you limited in access. Like he's talking, but he's talking in general. The one problem is I'm not talking to you. And in the live, y'all let me know, put it in chat if y'all have seen this. Some of y'all, what made you make that step was you heard me talk to somebody that I was coaching.
Yep.
And you instantly could hear the difference. You was like, wait, he giving them direct what to do. You heard me say and seen like, hey, I seen you do this. That might work, but just change this up real quick. That make a big difference, y'all. That make a big difference. You pick your coach because you said, wait, that's what I need right there. Because I don't know, you got things you just not sure about. You look, I ain't really sure if I'm doing it right or not. So your coach is for nothing else. A lot of them got different talents, different stuff like that, but your coach can tell you if you on the right path or not. And that gives you confidence alone. That confidence helps you out because you feel like, okay, that took away a lot of anxiety and a lot of pressure. Because none of us want to be out here shooting the ball in the dark. Yep. Like you like I can't even see the hoop. So your coach is that light. Your mentor is a little different. A mentor is somebody who's in the game also, who's who can hold, I don't want to say hand holding, but it's hand holding in the sense of sharing experience. So a mentor always has to have experience. This is why I despise people using the term mentor now who don't have no experience. I mentor you. They ain't got no experience to mentor you with. You can't mentor me if I'm ranked top 10 and you ain't never been in the top 10. A lot of time we try to phase that with coaches, but I tell people, your coach didn't have to play quarterback. He got to know how to coach quarterbacks. I need you to be able to see the stuff because I need you to be able to see it. Mentors is where that law apply. If I'm like, if like when I was top 3 in my industry, right, in the wireless industry, I mentored people who wanted to become top 10. It only made sense because I'm not telling them how to do their job. That's their manager's job. I can tell you how to do your job. You call me when you like, man, listen, man, Coach tripping. He said, man, I need to sell more of my niche product. And then the mentor tell you, how you think I got rich? That's what a mentor do. A mentor be like, you ain't gonna like it, but I promise you, as you apply it might hit. And then if you don't like it, you got to know how to go back to your coach, go back to your manager and be like, hey, what if I did it like this? Because that's really what they want to see. The growth is when you can go back and say, I'm going to do what you said do, but I want to do it like this. I just wanted to run it by you. And that's how you earn your coach respect a lot too. And that's when they also know that you got a good mentor because you come up with stuff. I ain't got to tell you everything. And that's the difference between coaching and managing too. A community, y'all, is for support because a coach is one person, a mentor is one person, a community is a vast amount of people. If you do not have a community, you're not safe. Because it's like going to, this always a crazy example, but it's a real one. It's like being in the hood and you a dude, I'm a dude, and you ain't part of no gang. So you ain't from nowhere. So if 10 of us decide to just take advantage of you every day, ain't nothing you can do about it. Because it's 10 on 1 every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. So what you
No
gonna
backup.
You ain't got no backup, yo. Listen, another example. You can't be a law enforcement officer and you the only cop. Nobody finna respect you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't finna respect you, bro. That's why we treat security officers the way we do. Oh, you the only one? Yeah, get out of here. So it's a club full of 400 people, and you got one security officer. He can do. I went to
Nothing.
a rough school, y'all. Our security officers figured that out. We changed the policy. Josie, one year, the security officer got too involved. Ever since that day, we got a small police force on campus. Baby, they got a police officer for every hall. When people come there, when they knew, so many police, they ain't here for us. They here to help each other. Because there's a lot of us. Because I went to a big high school. So I'm like, it's 4,000-5,000 kids go to this school, man. What you go do to 20 of us from this hood and 20 of us from this hood going at it? You got one cop. So like that's how it is, y'all. When you're not part of no community, you ain't got no backup, you ain't got no support, you ain't got no safe place, you don't have nowhere where once again a person may not be your mentor, but community is so much motivation. And your community is the first line of defense to make sure your product not a dud. Meaning, y'all, because some of y'all are not part of a community, so y'all don't know this. But like people in Beat Like, they learn this because we set this as a culture. When any of us drop a product, we the first partakers. Like we buying it. Yo, you got something new out, man. Shoot, let me go get mine. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if somebody say they need something, that Josie got it. Oh, you need UGC, Amanda got it. You get what I'm saying? Oh, you need some t-shirts, Bougie got it. So sometimes when y'all when I instantly know when you say they finna break up some stuff. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be quiet. But if you say you're a part of a community and you got no sales, you need to relocate. Because you don't sound like you in a community. That ain't even community coffee. You don't. You ain't got no sales. Are you in a community? Meaning, well, you ain't no support over there.
We all feed each other over here, okay? All the time. And anybody can ask. If I see somebody on Threads asking for something, you need a what? A graphic? Fia. Tag.
I already got somebody.
You need to know something about Canva? I got you. Bree. Tag. This person need X, Y, and Z. Oh, Coach Matt, they're looking for a coach. Here you go. Tag. All the time. We all do that for each other.
Yep.
We all do that for each other. That's what a community is about, you guys. Supporting one another.
And I can't say this. I say this, and we go to the next one. It is the community persons or the head of the community's job to facilitate. So we were talking about this over the weekend. It can get hard and a little tasking and difficult because it's so many of them though. For all my community leaders, that's your job. That's your job. You get what I'm saying? So I can't be talking about, we got 1,000. And I'm going to show you how. I can't be talking about, we got 1,000 members. And talking about it's too many people to get in for their benefits. No, what you did with the money. And that's what MRR kind of was a struggle. And that's why when so many courses went to affiliate, it made sense. Why? Because they embedded their communities in it. For me, I always kept them joints separate. I always was like, nah, this a course and it's great information. You can still ask me a question here. So the customer service gonna be A1, but don't get it twisted. Like where my community resources is at is in Beat Like. Why? Because we fund them resources and we spread that money around. You get what I'm saying? So just to put that out there, but it is community leaders' jobs. It's your job to be able to facilitate everybody. And that's where even your choice of coach makes a difference at too. I don't want a coach who a lone ranger. You get what I'm saying? I ain't never be honest. I ain't never had a coach who was by themselves. That's the first sign. Let me stop. That's the first sign. This may be a scam. Why? You ever seen a coach without a football team?
Mm.
Like you listen. My name Coach Johnson. What you coach? I just coach. Coach Johnson, what school you coach? Look, like Tommy off Martin, always talking about he going to work. Where you work at, bro?
You know, work. What job you got?
Yeah, clock in. I gotta go to work. When? Because it's starting to not add up. Okay, number 9, Josie. Number 9. Yeah, you got no time.
Listen, we've gone through this whole list, and at the end of the day, with the tools, the resources, the community, the support, your content, engaging, nurturing, all this is not going to work for you if you are not consistent, you guys. Consistency is key. Consistency brings back the motivation. You have to stay on task. Keep up with your schedule. I created a shirt that says, stick to the plan, not the mood. I don't care how you're feeling. If you have something that is on your schedule, you need to follow through with that, okay? You need to stay consistent, regardless if that means you're posting a reel, a story, engaging more to pick up, to alleviate where you feel like you may be lacking in some way, shape, or form. You have to be consistent. You have to put yourself out there on a daily basis, okay? Every single day. Nobody is going to know that your shop is open if you are not out there letting people know that your shop is open, okay? If you are not active, then you are closed. That's exactly what you're telling your audience. You're not open for business that day if you are not out there engaging, posting, or doing anything. So consistency is very, very important, you guys. Extremely important.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Consistency. And next to that, I put show up. You got to show up. You got to show up. If you want to start being consistent, you got to start with showing up. That's the first place where your consistency shines. It is showing up. Yep. It's showing up. So if I had to say number 10, y'all, number 10, and we went through learn, research, activate, pick a niche, find a need or a problem, content, engagement, and we had to do, which engagement is build and nurture your audience. You got to get you a coach, mentor, community. You want to get you consistent. You want to have consistency and get consistent, and you want to show up. Number 10, if I got to put in here to start with, because I got a word in my mind, but I want to know, I'm thinking to myself, do I want to jump to that one? But I guess so, like, I think about it, you can work this list for a long time if you got to. Really, this a year's worth of work right here. Oh, I got it, y'all. I got it. I had to put 2 things together. Your number 10 was starting this out. The thing that you need is you need to dominate. I ain't done though. Hold on. Dominate your niche. It'll seem kind of long. With your niche products.
I love it.
And I say this one, and I want you to speak to this one too, Josie, is because that is the one that makes sense for you being in business for a long time, for years. You got to dominate, and dominate is not compete. When you are competing, there's a book called the 10X Rule. In the 10X Rule, it tells you if you, we're not here to compete, we're here to dominate. Which means all it means is you have to do one step above the competition. And so repeating it again, you got to dominate your niche with niche products. And right here, you can put niche products or services. Because at some point you may drop some services as well. In content. So you gotta dominate your niche with niche products, with content, with services. Meaning if I go search what your niche is, I should be able to find you. Why your videos don't pull up? Because especially if, like we said, after number 9, if you've been consistent, I should be able to find you. That's why searchability is one of the most powerful modules across any platform.
Yep.
Any platform, any course, searchability by itself is crazy work. You will be known in rooms. You will be able to you go to places, hit different heights, because people know you for a thing. People know me from Matt from Mississippi. So because I niched that I'm not just an influencer and creator, I'm an influencer and creator from Mississippi. That has opened up so many doors for me. So thousands of dollars worth of merch. Got me on Star. Star has highlighted me for talking about P Valley. Why? Because P Valley was supposed to be in Mississippi. You get what I'm saying? So there's levels and levels and levels and levels and levels that I've been able to go to. Same thing with fashion, juice and style. Always connected with Walmart. People, I'm at church one day, Josie, and I see this lady, and she's standing there, and she's smiling, but she's smiling like she laughing. And I'm like, she looking at me, you know, like when somebody see you like they know you, like, dang, there you go. And I'm, you know, when I see her, and she say, I follow you on TikTok.
Oh, that's
She said,
dope.
she said my husband get all the outfits. She was like, she said, when you drop, she said, we be over there like, oh, baby, he don't drop one. You better go see what you need to go get.
That's fire. Oh
She
my
said, yeah.
God.
She said, they be figuring out what to wear. They done matched up some outfits. And y'all got to understand, I don't know these people. Like, this not like, oh, you did this in Texas and I can see you. This is online. And TikTok love to show your stuff to anybody. But because I niched, even in my fashion, to say, okay, I'm gonna give you a certain thing, I'm gonna present to a certain way, blah, blah, I've been able to expand and touch boundaries. I've even been in meetings or needed to get in a door and somebody had said that. And like I told y'all when I was at TDJ Leadership Conference, I'm standing next to Marvin Sapp at a point, and I'm on my phone. He talking to some people, and for a good 5 minutes. Now I couldn't hold it longer than 5, but for 5 minutes, it was more people came up to me being like, "Oh, I love your content. Oh, I watch all your videos. Oh, I'm gonna get in beat like one day." 2 people took pictures with me. The dude next to me, he on the phone. He said, "Hold on, Ricky." He said, "Hey, bro, what you do?" He actually said, "Who you?" He said, "Hey, who you?" You know, I said, I'm coach. And I remember now I told him TikTok. He said, "Oh, okay. You know, and I said,
That's so.
he was like, "Cause you standing next to Marvin Sapp." He like, bro, I'm gonna do something. Cause you got more people walking up you 5 minutes than Marvin Sapp got. I said, yeah, but I couldn't hold it. Cause right after that, it was about 7 church mothers with them church mothers 3000s on, you know, with the 1-inch heel. They came up to Marvin Sapp. I had to move on out the way. I had it was so many of them. They said, look, this is how you knew they were church mothers. They said, I said, yeah, let me move on. Let me make room for him. Slide on down where I'm supposed to be. I got my few minutes of shine. You get what I'm saying? But y'all, that was me dominating my niche. You get what I'm saying? With niche products, with niche services. People still walk up to me and be like, man, you got it. Man, when you go start a styling service or a styling business, bro, because you forever got it on. You get what I'm saying? And that has become like a costume. That's a representation, y'all. I'm literally, y'all, at any time I'm out and I'm out long enough or I'm in a store, somebody go ask me about it. They either ask me about an outfit like a dude the other day, the pants I had on, he was like, man, where you get your pants from? TikTok shop. And he was like, man, y'all killing me with TikTok shop. I said, well, crazy, bro. You want to make some money? He was like, yeah. I said, bro, you can sell it. You wear it, sell it. I said, even better than that, man, take a picture of the pant, bro, put it on Google. And he was like, and I was like, gonna put it on Google, find out where we wholesaling it from. May find it, may not, but you can take a shot. Shoot, they using it where how you use it. And he was
Mhm.
like, man, I appreciate that. I ain't even know that. And the girl that he was with, she had a look, she was like, baby, yeah, he on TikTok. She said, yeah, he got a bunch of fashion video. Dominate your niche, even in person. Like, be able to make it match you. You get what I'm saying? Anywhere
Mhm.
I'm at, somebody asks me about my outfit. And I literally keep a QR code. Or, y'all can go to your profile, press share, and be like, yeah, all my outfit right here, bro. You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
was in the Target winter thing one day. Dude said the same thing. It's people be taking pictures of my shoes because they know more and more people know the Google thing now. They were like, hey, like I was in Walmart one day and I might got them over here. I ain't got them over here. But the brown ones that I
Mhm.
got, the 9060s, man, the
Yep.
dude was like, please, bro, no weird stuff. Can I take a picture of your shoe, bro? He was like, I gotta get them. And I said, yeah, he said, them call about 210, huh? I said, nah, boy, they got these regular price about 149. He was like,
Yeah.
so even when you out, is there a representation? And get what? That turned into a conversation of, I got the mustard ones too. I'm like, the mustard ones hit like crazy too. People always compliment the mustard ones.
Those are fire.
Everybody love the mustard ones,
Those
man.
are
Them
fire.
mustard, and he was like, man, I gotta get them. And we end up talking, get what he ended with, sharing the code. So these conversations, like y'all dominate your niche in every way. Be a representation of your niche. Do not be afraid to put your niche out there. The biggest gap that y'all got right now is that so many of y'all, you don't believe in your niche. So you always trying to push something else. When y'all talk, and I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna let Jody speak, and we'll get questions. We'll be done with y'all. What be so crazy is when y'all talk, and this really go to all y'all. I love all y'all. I respect all y'all, but y'all lack in excitement for you.
Mhm.
Y'all don't talk about y'all sales and what y'all got going on and y'all products like it's to die for. Y'all will, and how we know it's crazy is what's crazy is y'all will do that for somebody else product though. New product come out, it don't be that you shouldn't sell it. It's just like for that $25, you could have sold your own product too. And sometimes that's the learning curve is, okay, if I got confidence in this, I got to push me like that because that's a customer I'm going to keep longer anyway. Because even if it ain't the first sale, somewhere in where you selling, somebody has to get the thing that's connected to you because that's the only reason they're going to come back and buy it. Y'all got to think every product in the world is like that. Frosted Flakes, if Frosted Flakes just didn't have nothing on it and I just walked up and paid $1 and got whatever cereal I wanted, there may not be no reason for me to come back and get Frosted Flakes because ain't no brand to it.
Right.
The benefit of branding is for you to remember the product. That's the whole thing with branding. Everybody making this fancy stuff. It was literally invented so you can remember the product because it was like, yeah, we could just put a regular little label on it. Like y'all got to think, like I don't drink, right? But liquor companies, y'all spend majority of the money not making the liquor. Y'all know what they spend it on? The bottle.
Mhm.
Think about this. The liquor to make it is toxins. It's cheap. Old wine or spoiled wine, alcohol, they spend 70% of the money. All the money go back into what? Making the bottle, the brand. Because that's the only way you know which one is which. Some of them joint be the same. Doggone near taste the same. You get what I'm saying? So you got people
That's
like
true.
Cardi. We know we think about Bacardi, we go see that red dragon. You get what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
got companies like Dos Equis. You get what I'm saying? Side note, I don't drink. But besides being the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, one of the next things I want to do, I want to be the next person that do the Dos Equis commercials. We got to work that out. But you,
Oh
you
my
know what I'm saying?
God.
Y'all know Four Loco. You get what I'm
Oh
saying? You
God.
drink four and you going loco. But you know you go have that big four on there and they gonna spell L-O-K-O, loco.
Mhm.
Like you there is we all know it when we see it. But like you know it when you see it. Old Milwaukee. You know it when you see it.
Mhm.
Y'all be out here and we don't even know y'all when we see y'all. Like, oh, who that is? Oh, I had to look past the product, look past the PDF to see who that is. Who that is? I know that's, but who that is? Oh, okay, I see who that is now. Who that is? I don't know. 1 week.
1 week. Not 1 week digital product.
Josie, don't do
Listen.
that because you know I will make a video and it'll be out tomorrow.
Oh my God, please do.
1
Please
week digital.
do.
Who you bought that for? 1 week? Why? You know
What?
they only go promote it for a week.
Do the 1 week digital product. Yes, please do. Oh my gosh.
That
That
you
would be
bought the other day.
hilarious.
1 week. What? It was only good for a week.
Oh my gosh, please do it.
Like,
We
we
need
ain't gonna
another
use
one.
that
We need
thing. We ain't
another
gonna
one
use
like
that thing. That like boy, that chef life for that bad boy was horrible.
yeah,
Horrible.
look, she said a t-shirt. We need another one like your Ghostbuster one. That one was too funny.
Sure. Still got the costume too, so just bust that bad boy back out one day. Once that mentorship get the booming again, everybody a mentor now. I'm gonna bust it out. Listen,
There's a lot of those popping out. You saw that? Lots of
mentorship.
mentors. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, we be forecasting. It be, you know, and this is a prediction for y'all though. We gonna have so many courses this year. It's gonna be preposterous. Everybody, it gonna feel like everybody have a course. Cause that's how it go. You know, it's like when you I don't know if y'all ever noticed this. Well, back in the day, it's a little different now. When everybody wanted to start rapping, it always started as a group. Or when people want to start singing, they start out in a group. But after a while, the group ain't good enough. All of a sudden, now everybody want to be Omarion. Like you like, bro, we like B2K.
That is
Now you out
true.
here with 2 hits. Tired of performing at the concert with 2 hits. You should have stayed in the group. But that's how it gonna be. It gonna be crazy amount of just products, and it gonna be so many products that do nothing. The more people learn Canva, the more people learn ChatGPT, they gonna be like, especially if it got other people's videos in it, and they feel like I can make the whole thing that, like it's
It's
like,
gonna be crazy.
yeah. Which side note, the winner in that is school.
Mm-hmm.
Because making it $100 a month, you got to think whether you getting money or not. And I just figured out something. There was a person last year created a course. She wanted my help, but I didn't coach it. So she got frustrated. You know, she acted out, but we took care of that. But she thought about why it bothered her so much that she wasn't making money from it. Which, fun fact, before y'all make a course, you can, but when you make a course, if you make an MRR, you're not gonna make money from it. Like you will make money, but you're not gonna profit like you talking about. The reason why is some of y'all don't know this inside information. It costs you $100 to keep that a month to keep that course open.
Yep.
After a while, you kind of know who got money because, like, I got 4 schools. So after a while, somebody told me that the other day. They said, "I know you the one with money." I said, "Why?" They said, "You got like 4, 5 schools."
Mm-hmm.
And
Cost
like, so
money.
I figured out after a while. Yeah, he
Mhm.
must be really pushing P because ain't nobody finna pay 400 a month unless you really bringing in revenue to take care of that. Because you may only be making 400 a month. That's all the money. That's all your profit gone right there.
Mhm. Yep.
Shoot, and they pulling that money out of that account. I just want to let y'all know, school we make money. They pulling it, baby. Shoot, you go be in the negative fooling with them, trying
Just like
to put.
Apple.
They like, oh, we processing this.
Quick.
Shoot, we don't need your permission no more. Once you press purchase, subscribe, done.
Over.
Yeah, we ain't never forgetting neither.
Over.
But yeah, that's one of the predictions though. But niche products are so much better than courses because to your average person, a course can be overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a lot. So people want to be the gap is people being introduced to stuff. That's why your niche product, and then if you got that much time on your hand to be for real, offer a service.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because if you do a service, like I was telling them earlier, Shanae, I know you easily make 75K this year. The reason why, because she offers a service, people won't specialize in. They don't specialize in it. People won't specialize in it until the day she mess around and try to tell them that she making money or everybody say, "Oh, I'm getting my email done or whatever. I got my templates done over there." So
Yeah, niche products are important. Especially like, you know what? Not for nothing, and especially for me, like with my car stuff, you don't see a lot of car niched products like that. Like you don't see like the ladies in the garage e-guy that I have, or the financing and leasing e-guy that I have. Like you don't see a lot of that stuff that's pertaining to like the car community. More
and it
like
lasts longer because digital marketing may be a wave. We're gonna always have a car. I mean, to
hmm
the best of our ability, we gonna always have a car.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? And you gonna always need to do something with your car that you don't know about.
Right. Yep. And it's the simplest things too, you guys. And I feel like, um and everybody, I always get DMs from people that are like, I saw this car video and I thought of you. Why is that? It's because I'm speaking to my audience, right? I'm talking to my people. I mean, I'm nurturing that audience. So whenever I've had it on multiple occasions, somebody has a question about a car, their car's not running right. I'm going to ask Josie.
Yep.
Because 95% of the time, us females are afraid to ask the men because the men are always quick to be like, you don't know what you're talking about, or
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? They talk down a lot. And I see that a lot in the car community, and it pisses me the hell off. It pisses me off so bad. But that's why I created these e-guys. That's why, eventually I want to create some sort of community where females can feel confident and comfortable and coming in and saying, "Hey, I got a question about something." And it's nothing but other females that are answering questions.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, men be trying to scam. Men be trying to scam. I've experienced some things before, and they do. They do. They really do be trying to
What you
scam.
said,
So
dude told you talking about you need winter air in your
I
tire?
yeah, I need to change my winter air to summer air.
Yeah.
Sir. Please, I am the right one, okay? Yeah, Marcy said, "What the hell?" Yes. Yes, he tried it. Tried to charge me for it. Tried to charge me for it. So me being the person that I am, and I was being a smart ass back, I said, "Oh, so while you're at it, make sure you are checking my blinker fluid too and put more fluid in there." And he just looked at me like, "Yeah, you got the right one. Now go get me your manager because I need to have a word. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. Mm-mm." And I don't want that to happen to anybody else because you know how many times I've, Lord, you know how many times I have seen somebody put cooking oil in their car
I
because
know
their
you
car
lying.
needed oil?
I know you lying.
I wish I was.
Like, man, what you want your car to do? Fry some chicken?
Or put some oil in the coolant reservoir. Oh my God. Don't do that. Guys, don't do that. Mm-mm. No, I've seen it in person. She said, I thought that was a joke. No, I've seen it in person. Don't do that.
It's how to's to so much stuff, y'all, to everything. And that makes content. The content makes products because people want to be able to walk through it. Because you like I be thinking about, people, this is one I get why people don't know it, but this is why everything comes with a guide. And as long as that's digital, why not you get that money, right? So I think about it, I could literally put out this guide for Thanksgiving. They got fried turkeys, right? Where you
Mm-hmm.
can get deep fried. So people do not know that you cannot just drop that turkey in that grease.
No.
You know what happens, y'all? It is going to explode.
Mm-hmm.
Like the entire, I'm talking about it gonna be loud too. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, what ain't gonna be funny is what happened when that grease hit you. But when you dropping that turkey in there, you cannot just, it ready. Shoom. You gonna have about 2 seconds. That joker gonna start shaking,
Mm-hmm.
shaking next. Because it will explode. You can't do it. It's too much pressure. So you literally have to just
Ease it
go
in. Mm-hmm.
in and then let that bad boy sit. You get what I'm saying? Like people don't know that the hook go in the turkey and it connect to the top. So when you pick up the top, the turkey will rise up too. Folk be in there trying
Oh my gosh.
like, hey bro, why you ain't put the hook in it? I ain't know. They give you a guide for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Follow directions.
Follow the directions. Cause you definitely go blow that bad boy up. That's just like people put water. Now I have known people put water in their engine. Somebody needed oil, I ain't had no oil, so I put some water in there till I can get to the stuff. Like, yo, it gone. Like, even if it ain't gone today, your car gone, bro. You finna need a new car or a new Motor One, cause it ain't gonna flush that water out.
Listen, I've seen, don't put water in your windshield washer reservoir either. Do not do that. If you run out of fluid, just go get some windshield washer fluid. Don't put water in there. You're going to crack your reservoir. When the temperatures drop, it's going to freeze.
Yo.
Don't do that, guys. Okay? For real. Just go get
Just
the fluid. Just go get the fluid. No, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. And even not even from the women, it's majority is the guys. Believe it or not.
But bro, don't be knowing neither, but they don't be wanting to ask. Like, you gotta ask, yo. You know, and once again, that's where our products come in at, y'all, because there's so much stuff that you don't know, or stuff for years.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Skincare stuff that you didn't know, lifestyle stuff you ain't know. You get what I'm saying? Diet
Yep.
stuff, healthy stuff, just a bunch of stuff that you didn't know. So like y'all, we will buy this stuff. Like, we will literally buy this stuff, man. So it's like, why not let you be the seller?
Yes.
So,
For
all right, y'all.
sure.
What questions do y'all have? I feel like if I limit it, y'all will ask more questions. So we'll take 5.
5 minutes.
Take 5. We'll take 5. We'll ask your best question. I'll tell y'all eventually what I do with that list. But don't ask me tonight.
Nobody
just
got no questions? She forgot her question.
Yep. Let me read y'all off the list again. That way y'all will know. And if you can't think of a question, which one of these, let me paste it. Copy, paste. Which one of these is the hardest for you?
Roseanne has a question, Coach.
Go ahead, Rose.
Hi, good evening, everyone. That's Riley's tablet, so I'm sorry about the background noise.
No, you're fine.
So, Coach, I started the 30 days of coloring, right? Like you said, I'm on day 5.
Yup.
And on the other page, I'm doing my daily workouts, my yoga, and putting in like calendar stuff, so to speak, like showing days and day in the life type of things, what I'm doing. I don't have my product yet, so my product is the guide and the planner, but I do have DBA and MRR this and PLR that. So when I finish with my 30 days, like, what should I do? Should I be having my product ready to launch then, like after the 30 days is up for both of those, and just keep feeding it how I am now with the explaining autism and then how I'm doing my daily life, so to speak?
Yep. Because if the purpose of your content is to draw in other autistic parents or people who just, love autistic kids, what are them people going to want after seeing your content over and over?
Right. And you seen I sent it to you. I'm getting a good response. People are like, how do you do it? How you keep up with everything? And then I like did a poll, like, how do you keep track of your things? Is it digital? You do it by hand? Like a mix of everything? Like, I'm trying to just, stay in my supermarket aisle. I'm trying to stay in my aisle.
So you're doing it. So the thing that you need right now, and once again, y'all, this is the power of coaching because Rose is in my community. You're doing the right thing. So you're doing everything right. So keep going. Because this is what we need. Like, the audience has to be there. The sale is going to be easier. Let them other people struggle. But when it comes down to you, it's just going to be a way easier sale for the rest of the year because you got an audience that matched the product rather than trying to convince them and teach them and all of that. No, they already know what it is when you put it out.
Mhm.
Right, and that video, and I'll leave it at this when I finish. The video I did was like, it's probably almost at 1,000 views now. But dang, I lost what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. Music playing in the background. I lost it. Jesus Christ, where'd it go?
Well, you know, we got class tomorrow, so you can ask me then too. Just write it down when it come back to you.
Right, I thought I did. I'm gonna write it down and I'll come back. I'll put it in the chat if I remember it. I won't, that way I don't cut nobody off that's coming up next.
Okay. Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you,
Okay.
Josie.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Go ahead, Danielle.
Okay, so we talked about nurturing your audience. When you're responding to the comments, at what point do you stop? Because right now I have over like 250. I'm responding to most of them, but I don't know how much nurturing I can do.
Wow. That's a
Sometimes you
lot.
just gotta come back. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, after it get to a certain point, like that used to be my problem with my Man from Mississippi page. It was no way. It's the same way with Juice and Style when I post a Walmart video. It ain't no way, yo. It ain't no way, especially after the video a hit. Because sometimes it'll hit at first. Sometimes you a lead come back and it's 800 comments.
Mhm.
But you work it. If you got a routine, you work it through your routine every day. So like you just know I always got people that I can go back and say something to or respond to. You get what I'm saying? Even if you don't get them all in that day. So you kind of just have to piece by piece it. And sometimes you not gonna get to all of them. When a post do that, yeah, it just is what it is.
Okay, and my other part too would be because I have one, like you always mention about having videos of what you think the person's gonna ask. So a
Mhm.
person actually talked about asking me what's the startup cost for a dealership. I did that video already, but do I still post that video separately or give him a different reply because some of what the video is not actually related to that question?
Now give it, go ahead, give him the new one then. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That way it'll still feel authentic. You get what I'm saying? Especially if it's that good of a question, which that is a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
And he talking about an 18-wheeler dealership?
No, he asked me about because I was talking about starting your own automotive franchise. And he asked me what's the entry point to start your own franchise. So I had already did a video about that because I was talking about 18-wheelers and NFL players not starting their own fleet instead of just buying the cars. So that kind of is taking its own little wing at this point.
Yeah, you need to collab with Josie too then because she's already in the car world. But see, like, this what I be talking about with Nietzsche, y'all. What product that is, I would buy it. So if you turn that into a product, I'm buying that because
I already did the book on it. Honestly, I did that book 2 years ago, going from Turo to franchise. I'm just now putting it back on my site because at that point, when nobody buying the book about how to start your own franchise. Now that it's getting questions, I'm putting it back on my site.
Yep,
So
as you should.
quick, I want you to see something. What you think made them ask that question, and which is gonna make them buy it? What's the difference between now and then?
I'm more consistent
With what?
being on social media and posting.
There you go.
Putting it out there. Letting them know your shop is open. That's important, y'all.
If a product ain't selling, y'all, because you ain't talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Or you ain't showing it to me, especially if it's a niche one, because I needed to know that answer. Like, I'm interested for real. I'm finna go look at the content because I'm like, because I want me 1,200 Civics. So you're talking my language.
He want a whole fleet.
Yeah. And I'm
It's cheaper than you would think.
It's probably easier than what we be thinking. That's the crazy thing.
It is. It is. I did that video too on some of the process.
Because you know what nobody knows? What do they do with the cars they don't sell?
Actually, depending on the brand. Depends on the brand, whether but most of them end up at the auction. And if they don't end up at the auction, we ship them to Africa.
I did not know that.
I do, because a lot of the cars, what most people don't know, when they come brand new, a lot of the cars, before they even hit the lot, we've sold those cars to diplomats already. So half of the cars, before they even hit our inventory, depending on what they are, especially Toyota and Lexus, most diplomats get those cars, especially the 4Runners and the Land Cruisers. So once they get those cars, they sending them back. Whatever we don't sell, they actually will either go to Africa on the boat, or they will actually get sold at the auction, depending on how many left over. Because at the end of every year, it's normally well over 10,000 cars that ain't been sold for 2024.
Wow.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does. It really does. Huh.
Y'all know where it's some money at? Somewhere in between transporting them joints from here to Africa. So just to let y'all know, that's where my mind went already.
Oh, you got truckers that's port specific. That's all they do. Is they will move from ports. That's it. Like you got truckers that's specific in the oil fields. You got truckers that's specific to the ports.
So you could get a truck, trailer, get you a port. Say less.
There you go.
Because I know what's ports at. Listen, I used to live by a pier. So
another video I'm putting out about because me doing tech strategists and with multiple people, I call it like the best threesome ever. That's the name of the video. Because I do oil and gas funds for multimillionaires, but also I put people in connection with the ports to work the oil and gas fields. So I'm like that middleman. I know everybody.
A bunch of people started with just transferring from regular trucking into being port truckers. Because more of them cars got to be getting shipped over there more now than ever. Because I know they've been talking about since 2020, there's been a decline in buying the new fresh year car. Because, in 2020, we had that backup where we had all them cars sitting in them fields because we couldn't get them chips from China. So they had all them Chevys and stuff just sitting out there, man, which I never know what they did with them cars. But I know if you could find somebody who worked in them fields, you can go out there and get you one for about $1,000. Ain't got no chip in it, so that dash don't work. So why don't crank up? Hey, boss ain't got no chip in it. What you mean? Now you some NVIDIA chips. You was on it, but otherwise, yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, that's good, Danielle. Listen, I told y'all, listen. Shoot. I tell you, listen. Listen. You ain't come on over the beat line because I see some money. I'm already. I can see that money. Shoot.
I'm coming.
See them dollars. Listen. Go ahead, Bougie.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, hi. My question was actually two questions. So one, is Lemon 8 leaving when TikTok leaves?
It's two different apps, so
no. Okay.
They in partnership with them, they don't own them. Even though we be looking like, I feel like y'all own this joint. I feel like they bought a building across the street and was like, hey, don't tell nobody. But all y'all who work here, you still got a job. You just don't work here no more.
Going over there.
Your chick gonna say, I don't care what nobody say. I feel like they bought a building across the street and was like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
it don't be
Okay. My second question was, I had a random video go viral and I'm like wondering, should I take it off? Because it's
nah.
really it's so annoying and like the people are asking me dumb questions on it, questions that I've already answered like months ago.
The problem is they punish you for it.
Yeah, you
know.
get punished for that if you delete it.
Well, I wasn't gonna delete it, I was gonna like make it private.
You can do that, but I don't even trust that no more. At this point, I just leave it there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Because like any other videos I post that I'm not saying it wasn't related to my niche. It was more like a what to do or like where you can take your kid for their birthday when I was like making birthday outfits.
Oh, you can work that though, Bougie. If you think about it, just do reply videos and be showing
Yeah.
your product.
Yep. That's free advertisement, girl.
Yeah. You can work that.
They're all asking the same question and it's
Post the same video. Usually does almost the same reply video, different set of keychain. Shoot.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Shoot,
Thank you.
show them a different keychain, just answer it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah. Y'all better work that. Yeah, that's a workable situation.
Mm-hmm. Take advantage.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Shanette. I think I said her name right. It's either Shanette or Shanita.
Where's she at? Where's she at?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can.
Okay, now you can. Hi, Josie. Hi, Matt.
Hi.
Hi.
Did I get your name right? Is it Shanette or Shanita?
It's Shanette. You got it right.
Yeah,
So I just have a question. I'm new to this. Just walked into this world about 90 days ago. So just started creating content. I've had my products almost that long. The first thing I did was just started creating the content, getting people to know me, use my products, implemented some things in the products as I learned them, so I can make that a part of my journey and my story when I start promoting. Just started promoting. So just want to make sure I'm on the right track in the way I did it.
Yeah, so
okay.
Your solution would be to look at the list and see what you're missing.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. So I wrote everything down and looking at what I did. So I'm gonna go over the list and now I'm gonna implement the things. And some of the things I did. And so now I'm gonna look at the list and now I'm gonna follow that list. So I just want to make sure I was on the right track in the way I did it. And
Which
what
one
I'm
of
doing.
them? Which one of them stands out to you most as it looked like it might be the hardest one for you to do?
My niche, because I haven't really. I know what I'm in my head, what I'm doing, but now I'm going to horn on the niche part. I'm going to
what you gonna
horn
pick for
in.
your niche?
Well, what I wanted to do, I'm a nurse, so I really kind of stay away from the nurse part of it. But I'm going to horn more into it and kind of narrow down exactly what I want to do with it. If I want to actually go in with that or go another way. So I'm going to horn in on what I want my niche to be. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go from there. I'm going to make a decision by the time I wake up tomorrow morning.
I like that, being active. Side note too, y'all. I never know why. Y'all know the stripper industry had a boom because of nurses. I know some of y'all like, where you going with this? If they did it, why y'all won't do it?
It's nurses, people come in. I watch a lot of people, just like yesterday I watched one of the nurses. She sells I have the digital product she has as well. And 70,000 followers, and they got an account banned last night. She had to make a whole new account. So it's the way they come. Like I've been on, before I started making content, I was on this app for 2 years. I'm a diabetic and I was in the GLP-1 community, just never made content, just was there supporting them. And it's the way they come. It's just the way they come. So a lot of us just kind of be quiet and don't attach who we are to what we do on the app. Some people do, and a lot of us don't. It's for that reason. And I'm one of them. I don't want you coming for me because of it. So that's why I really never, it's in my name. And I just recently did that. And the nursepreneur actually came from Amanda, talking with her. Is the only reason why nurse is in my name now, because it never was before.
Yeah. Even though I get it, I got a statement that I said earlier. I'm gonna say to y'all again. Kendrick Lamar was talking to y'all when he said turn the TV off. So even though I get it, if you know you ain't gonna come like how Sis did, you ain't gotta like, because you can still pick another one, but just to the thought of don't pick off of what you seen go bad for other people and not weigh what went right as well. So for instance, it wasn't cool to be from Mississippi nowhere. And to me and a few other creators did it on their platform. We're on TikTok.
Okay.
Like we made it dope to be from Mississippi. And I got merch sales to prove it. Cause people were like, man, he right. Like we proud to be from there. It's just hard to talk about it with all this stuff that have went on there and that go on there. But I ain't let slavery stop me. I ain't let them folks still in food. Them folks stole $72 million in food stamp from I made a video about it. I thought I would go get sued because Brett Favre definitely tried to sue Shannon Sharp. I definitely thought he was coming for me because my video had like 1 million views. Because he definitely had it when that detriment.
I hear you talk about it.
He had that. They had that detrimental character. Man, I seen that. I said, let me see if my name in it lost. Listen. I'm gonna be like, hey, it is what it is. Like you know, same thing. It's just I get it. Like so, if you pick something else, that's understandable as well. But just for any of y'all, I get it. Like, but it's such an opportunity. Like, that's so much niche stuff. That's an opportunity because y'all, we have so many less creators than we used to have on this platform because so many people went to just trying digital marketing and either doing it or quitting. But it's born. It's born on the app, y'all, and which means it's space because digital marketing just do that. TikTok Shop did that too. So you got to think they took at least a third of the creators we used to be able to watch just create or talk to us about something. You don't have a lot of people talking to you. You scrolling on your FYP, you see digital marketing, some random TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
TikTok Shop again.
Yep.
Digital marketing, some random TikTok Shop. So it'd be like, it's not as entertaining, but we still got an attachment to the app. So there's so much out there for creating to your niche and building that audience. So whatever you pick, you know, I know I love that you already doing the research, you already looking at it, but make sure you come at it from being yourself, because that's the biggest piece that missing, y'all. Like I used to tell people all the time, them people used to do, y'all, it used to go viral. They used to have the trend of where you could say words. Us in the Louisiana people used to go stupid viral on them. Like we used to say ketchup, hot sauce, tater, lamb chop. Like, cause people used to love like default not saying the same words we say. Especially when we get to the word. I used to do the one where I would replace the whole word. Like it would be like friends, partner. Listen, talking about some We need to go. They still be getting with me on this one, Josie. Have you ever heard somebody say we need to go make groceries?
No.
They argue about me with that all the time. Tell me how you go make groceries. That would do. Hey, I finna go to the store and make groceries.
How are you making the groceries?
You gotta go make groceries.
You gotta go get them. You're not
No, you gotta
making
make
them.
them groceries. I finna go to the store and make some groceries.
They already made. What you mean? What do you mean?
You gotta go make groceries, yo. They just how it is. You gotta go make groceries.
I ain't never heard that a day in my life.
Yep, you gotta go make groceries. Them folks have had arguments for a week on what you call a frozen cup.
A frozen cup?
Yeah, you know the cup with Kool-Aid in it, and it's froze.
Oh, yep. We call those limbes.
See, I done had a 99 definitions. I ain't never heard that one. Cause they got icebergs. Where I'm from, we call them zips. Some people call them cool cups. And in one part of Alabama, they call them knucklebucks.
And in Puerto Rico, they're called limbes.
Yeah. I be telling them, man, that's a zip. And they be like, why y'all call it a zip? Because it got Z's on it, and when you lick it, zip.
Oh my God.
If y'all don't turn on y'all cameras and start talking, because I know I ain't the only one got this stuff.
Oh my God.
This is like honey dippers. Now, see, I have no idea.
I never heard of that. I heard of cool cups. I ain't never heard no zip. Ices, maybe. Freeze cups. Yep.
Hey,
She said snow cone. Yeah, snow cone.
Nah, snow cone completely different though. See, some of y'all ain't never had what we talking about. That's why you talking about. They must be talking about snow cone. No, this is a zip. This is a frozen cup. This is a little cup, smallest one you can find. You take Kool-Aid, you put as much sugar in it, sure that you can put in there.
It was sweet.
You pour it in the cup, you freeze it, and you sell them just like that. We used to buy them for $0.25, and you can go over there and get you 4. They would be so froze, y'all. That was the only thing. You had to have a freezer. You had to have that joint turned up. You could put them in a bag, and we could walk back to the crib or to the spot with them, and them joints still be frozen. And look, you was a real G if you knew how to pop that bottom, turn that bad boy upside down, and it be sticking out the cup.
Yep.
Don't trip though, because it gonna fall dead out of that cup.
You're gonna lose it.
Yep.
That's the sweetest part too, because that's where all the sugar is at, right at the bottom.
At the bottom. I tell y'all, boy, shoot, diabetes in the cup.
Yep. Yeah, they did melt. Yeah, to tear the cup.
What about that? Them joint didn't melt. Ain't never had a frozen cup that melted.
Ain't that some mess?
I never had a frozen cup. And I know I've had them joints in Florida in 110-degree weather. That joint wasn't melting. Dang. That's mythical, y'all.
They were good too.
So y'all better talk about it. All right, y'all ain't got no more questions. That's our 5. This was great, Josie.
This was really fun. I had a good time.
Yep. We're going to be lining up some more guests, y'all. Y'all gonna see us soon coming on this thing. We're gonna have our microphones in front of us and get into it. Because y'all know we turning this into a podcast. So y'all get ready for that transition. Y'all will still be able to come here, ask questions. And this is community, y'all. This is what community and growth looks like. You know, Josie was able to come here and she followed instructions. So I be telling y'all and keep saying this. I don't know how much I gotta say this to y'all. We going for everything this year. So if you want to get some money, get over here, get active. And as you get active, get involved. Get over here, get active, get involved, because the one problem I ain't got is finding people. The biggest problem that I got is people to do the stuff. And if I can find you doing the stuff, I'll get you some money. I got a operation I'm launching now, where the mentors inside my community, they finna get paid $100 every time I sign somebody, because they gonna be the people doing the welcome call and all that stuff. So yeah, y'all better get over and get active, man. Get over and get active. Hold on, it's one of y'all keep asking me for this link, so I'm trying to send it. But I don't think we got no more questions. I think Josie, her phone might have just died or something.
I don't have a question, Coach, but I just want to say that I know that I have to be more consistent and posting, but what I'm really focusing on is building my community. And during that time when I did that live, I'm home now, but I was down South Carolina, but I'm more focused that I'm home, so I can kind of concentrate on everything that I need to do. So I just want to let you know I'm still in the game.
Look, you doing it. Listen, you talking about you got to do more. You doing it. Them must be your expectations. You just keep going. Like I keep telling all y'all, we ain't gonna do it perfect. I had a long weekend myself, and your live, people still talking about that live. Like
yeah, a lot of people was messaging me, and I was replying to their message. And as a matter of fact, like 5 people bought the course, so I was happy about that. But I was more focused on I want to focus on building. I want that, to build that community, like you said. So I'm more focusing on doing that.
See, that's what I be talking about. Y'all be skipping over when y'all winning and still be out there talking about, man, I'm struggling. You got 5 sales and you over here just, I just got 5. Y'all must be trying to be billionaires. Y'all.
I was so excited, and that was a live for 5 hours. And I appreciate you coming on in. But what I'm saying is, you missed the first part of it. But I was mainly talking about my journey, and people was really relating to what I was saying to them. So that made me feel good. I wanted to be relatable to the audience I was talking to my audience, right? So that was a blessing for me. I needed to get that, and I want to continue on building that connection.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, just keep working. That means people are already waiting on the next one. Especially right now, y'all, we are in an amazing spiritual place. All of y'all who got that organic connection with people, man, y'all better get out here and put it out there, because God doing something. God doing something, man. Me and Cole Williams, we working on something. We were talking about it. He was like, man, I ain't never felt it. Me neither. I said, I'll be out here doing my job.
Coach is Suzanne again. Oh, sorry. When you press unmute and it goes live and they talking, apologies. So the second half of my question was, that video that's like almost at 1,000 views, right? The engagement I had with it got me the live button from TikTok. Like, okay, you can go live
seen you
now,
show
right?
me that.
So what do I talk about in the interim before like the launch? Like, do I just talk about the stuff in the videos that I'm posting every day?
What I already got the people there. Talk about
Okay.
being an autistic mom. And here's a good live tip for you, because that's actually a good question. Ask questions. My biggest pet peeve of watching people on live, they don't ask nobody no questions. They just be talking. Ask them people questions and plan out your lives. Kiana was saying this today when I was in a live. Plan out the lives. Like, so plan out your questions and plan out and make it organic. You will have some periods where you just talking and you go be able to keep going. You get what I'm saying? Right. You got some times when you ask them a question, the answer go turn into a topic. But ask them that, and tomorrow I'm gonna be talking to y'all about pitching. So I'm gonna give y'all a minimum amount of pitches in the Beat Life class that y'all gotta do, so that y'all understand you can have your nurturing organic lives, and there's an example, and still get sales. Folk be trying to QVC that thing. We don't watch QVC that long. You get what I'm saying? But I watch NBC all the time. So and That's how they got me with the commercials, was because I was watching Law and Order. I was watching The Blacklist. You get what I'm saying? So just had that conversation with them. And I'm talking about if you got one person in your life, talk to that one person the entire time.
I went live on the other page and people started coming in. I just got overwhelmed, but I did 39 minutes, so that was good.
Yeah, don't make it QVC. Like I can tell you that today, because I'm probably about to ban that from Beat Life members. I don't want no more QVC live, because them going boring.
Okay, no green screen and going through the.
Yeah, both of y'all, yes.
Thank you. Good night. I'm gonna see. Thank you. I'll talk to you tomorrow on the live.
No problem, no problem. You're doing a good job. And a lot of y'all, man, y'all stepping up and y'all making it work. I dropped the Beat Life, the Coach by Matt bundle link in there. So if any of y'all are like, man, I'm trying to make that leap so I can grow with y'all, this the best time, yo. This the best time. If you miss out now, you crazy.
Can I add that onto my products?
Yep, I'm gonna give y'all that tomorrow too, the updated links. Cause I'm thinking about using a new portal where y'all can or at least putting it in the Mighty Networks where y'all can find it in one space. So there's gonna be a document space. But yeah, y'all can sell it. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, you can sell it. Matter of fact, you get in the new one, y'all get $150 for every one of them you said. Yeah, I'm diversifying their money. I'm putting their money. I've been listen. You wanna build a real business. When you get to a certain point, you gotta pay people. So yeah, we distributing this thing. But yes, y'all. All right, all hearts and souls satisfied, as they say in the church. And y'all see me. I'm probably gonna be live at some point tomorrow, but I got some meetings to catch up on and some emails to respond to. If you got a message from me, you need to go respond. And don't none of y'all say you the same thing. I know. It's one me, it's hundreds of y'all. But this was great. If y'all in Beat Life, I'll see you tomorrow night. My BPU people, y'all stay tuned because we're getting back to regular schedule. So we're gonna have some of those other classes coming up. So stay tuned and y'all stay active. And I promise you, you're gonna be the person that get the best, okay? Beat life, y'all. Don't let life beat you.